Hi there, welcome to Beauty Talk. My name is Linda, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a tutorial on a full face of makeup using only Chanel products. So in this video I'm going to be sharing you all of the products that I currently own from Chanel. I'm going to be showing you the techniques that I use to apply them. You're going to see all the products really up close, and I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this makeup look. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this makeup look using only Chanel products, please keep on watching. But first, I want to ask you, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me. There's about 70% of people who actually watch my videos that are not subscribed to my channel, and it's for free. You don't have to pay anything to subscribe to my channel, and the more people that subscribe to my channel, it's just going to help me be able to work more on my videos and improve the quality of my content. So please don't forget to subscribe and also share my content with your friends and family so that my channel can grow and this community can continue to grow. Also, don't forget to give me a like so that I know you like this type of content. And also follow me over on Instagram. I share some beauty tips there as well, but also a little bit of my personal life in case you want to get to know me a little more. I am really excited because this is the first time I'm filming with the back camera of my phone, because I don't have filming equipment like a special camera for filming my YouTube videos, so I have to use my phone. And you can film amazing videos with the phone, but sometimes most of the times I do it on the selfie mode, which, you know, my phone has like a really good quality on the selfie mode, but on the back camera it's even better. And especially for makeup videos, you want to make use of that, and it's really difficult if you don't have a monitor to see what you're doing, because otherwise you just, you know, it can go blurry and you don't know what you're doing. But I have this little monitor. It's like a tiny monitor that you just put it over the phone and you can film with the back camera, and it's amazing because I can see what I'm doing. I can see if it's out of focus or something like that. So it's really, really good. So I am hoping that this video is going to be better, much better quality, and you can really appreciate all the colors that I'm using and so on. I do not have Chanel eyebrow products. So I have done my eyebrows. I've done my eyebrows off camera with other products because I don't have Chanel eyebrow products. Not because I don't want to have them, I wouldn't mind trying them, but Chanel products are not that cheap. So I have just used the things that I've had, but everything else is from Chanel. Maybe one or two other things that I also don't have from Chanel, but I'll let you know when the time comes. So I think I'm gonna try and start this makeup tutorial with doing my eyes. Lately, that's one of the techniques I've been doing, and I just like doing it because, not just because of the cleanup after here, but because I like how I can easily sharpen like my wing liner and things like that. So starting with you doing my eyes, I think, has become my new thing, which I've been doing now, I think, for the past 6 months, and I've really been enjoying that technique. So I'm going to start by prepping my eyelids, and I'm going to use a Chanel concealer. This is, let me see how it's called. It's called Le Correcteur. It's called Le Correcteur, and it's in the shade B20. Now, B20 is usually my color in the foundation in Chanel, so I decided to select the same color for the concealer. However, I feel like this color is a little bit too pinky, or I could have gone with a little bit darker. I don't know, but I make it work, and it works really well. But this concealer, you need like a tiny little bit because it really spreads really well. So I'm just going to prep my eyelids with a little bit of the concealer. Just going to spread it with a brush all over. This is just going to help prep the eyelids for the eyeshadow so that the makeup can go on smoother. You can appreciate more the pigment, and it's also going to help for the eyeshadow to stay put. Especially if you have like oily eyelids like mine, prepping the eyelids is extremely important. My eyelids are very oily, so just tapping that all the way, also all the way to the inner corner as well. And to set that in place, I'm going to be using the Chanel Natural Loose Finishing Powder. This powder, Chanel is expensive, but this powder is gonna last you forever. It's a huge one, and it's actually a really nice one. I quite enjoy it. I'm gonna take it with a little brush like this, take a little bit, tap it off, and I'm just gonna lightly set my eyelids. And this powder is in the color number 20. Now let's get into the eyeshadow. And Chanel products are always really nice, come with a beautiful packaging. And this is an eyeshadow which I actually featured in my Instagram. Recently I did a reel where I sort of unboxed it, and then I did another one using a little bit of the eyeshadow, and I just think they're so beautiful. You see, they always come with this little pouch, which I appreciate because I like protecting my palette, especially the nice ones that I have. I like to protect them. I sometimes even keep them in their boxes, and I just prefer to do that. But anyway, so these are the colors. So this palette is called, let me tell you, it is called Les Four Ombres. So it has 4 colors, and it's called Multi Effect Quadra Eyeshadow, and this one is in the color 274 Codes Elegance. I don't speak French, but yeah. So let me see if I can put it really close up for you to see. Look how beautiful. Wow, you can really see it with this camera. I think you can see the colors very well. So it has this sort of like darker gold, lighter gold, and then it has like a nice white and a brown, and they're all so beautiful. Let me try and swatch them for you. So let's take lighter color, brown, gold, and dark gold. Let me see if you can see those. Look how beautiful and how pigmented they are. So beautiful pigmented, this eyeshadow. They're very beautiful. So to be frank, when you see these eyeshadows online, I think you can't really appreciate how pretty they are until you see them in real life and you touch them. The pigments are so much more beautiful in real life. It's usually like that with eyeshadows and stuff. But for instance, when you see other brands like Natasha Denona and they do these videos, amazing videos, you can really appreciate the textures and the colors. But with Chanel, you can also see they look amazing on videos, but I feel like they still don't do it justice like in real life. When you see them in real life, oh wow, you fall in love with all the eyeshadows. I really wanted to get more of the eyeshadows, but this one I thought was a really good one to start with my Chanel eyeshadow collection. It's one that is very versatile. It's gold. It works for a lot of things, works well with all eye colors, and I thought this was like more like a classic one that is very versatile. You can use just a bit of a hue of color if you want something for the daytime, or you can use it to define your eye with a darker brown, or you can apply all the colors and really go for full-on glam eyeshadow look with this palette. So let's start. So I'm going to take a small eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go into the sort of darker gold. It's like an old gold color. It's really, really pretty, absolutely stunning. And I'm gonna start by applying that all over the eyelid. It's gonna be like my base color for everything. By the way, all my makeup brushes are either from Zoeva or Iconic London. I am planning on investing in a few more eye brushes soon. See what I get. It would be really nice if they were Chanel. Chanel does have some nice brushes. They have these very multi-function brushes. If you've used any of Chanel brushes, let me know if they're worth it. I think they are, because usually everything with Chanel is really nice, but and works well. But yeah, I think they are like double-ended, so they're multi-purpose, which is quite nice. So I am gonna continue to place this eyeshadow all over on my eyelid. And to be honest, this single color, look how gorgeous that is. You can use this as like a one and done eyeshadow. Look how beautiful this color is. It's just, honestly, it's like, I've been for a while wanting some gold eyeshadows, but it's so difficult to find something that it's not like so yellowy. And this is like truly like if you have gold on your eyelids. Let me just come a little closer. Hopefully you can see that. So as you see, I have brought the eyeshadow all the way up here as well, and then I've dragged it out a little bit outwards like that. Basically, as I said, it's like a one and done, but we're gonna enhance this even further. I'm gonna take almost like a smudger brush, and I'm gonna dip into the dark brown, if you can see that, and I'm going to do like a little outer V here at the corner of my eye. Going to focus the product there in the corner of my eye, doing like a little V, because I want to create some depth in my eyes. My eyes are hooded and I really like my eyes to look a little bit more, with a little bit more depth and dimension, so I really like to use this technique. And I'm running it a little bit along the eyelash line as well, just really close to the eyelashes. But then I am focusing most of the product here, building it slowly, nestling it in that little corner of my eye. And I'm going to slowly bring it now a little bit inner, like sort of like into the socket. I'm going to go back to the brush that I used before with the other gold color, and I'm just going to blend those two colors together so that it looks seamlessly. Even go over here, and that just gives a little bit more depth to the eye. And then I just blend everything also outwards and upwards, outwards and upwards. You can see now the difference between one eye and the other. Obviously it looks a little bit messy down here, but remember that I'm going to correct that afterwards. Now I'm going to use an eyeliner from Chanel, and I actually have 3 of these, which are fabulous. I really like these Chanel these are the Stilo Use waterproof or long-lasting eyeliners. These are fabulous, especially if you like something that doesn't run and that sets in place, because they are waterproof. They're really good for using in the waterline, and they don't sort of like transfer that much compared to others. They don't transfer much at all, and they stay in place all day, which I really like. And also I like the colors. The quality of the colors are so beautiful with these Chanel long-lasting eye pencils. I really like them. There's other brands that I am seeing that are coming out with fabulous eye pencils, such as Victoria Beckham. I'm dying to try them as well. However, I think that the good thing about doing this video about Chanel is that, as I mentioned before, it is a brand that is more worldwide available. So, you know, in terms of the prices, compare this to Victoria Beckham, they're probably more or less the same, or at least here in England they are more or less the same. But I'm gonna show you some of the colors that I have, and this is one of my oldest one, sorry, and this is a beautiful color, and it's called, what is it called? Marine. I don't know what marine would be in France, how you would say that in French. So you see that color is such a beautiful dark blue color. It's like metallic. It's actually almost done. I need to buy another one. And then my newest addition is this color. It's so beautiful. It's like a gray. It's called Gris Graphite. Let me see. Let me put it next to this one. It's a beautiful color. I'm not very good doing swatches. The last color that I have is this one. It's called Espresso. So it's a really beautiful brown. Let me see, where am I gonna, yep, there. It's a beautiful, beautiful brown, which I'm gonna use right now. So these are definitely worth it in my opinion. I know that there's a lot of affordable eye pencils in the market. Just taking a little sip of coffee, and you know, yeah, there can be also of a really good quality, but for some reason these ones from Chanel, I really enjoy them. I don't know, they just are very nice. So anyway, let's take this brown pencil, and I'm going to tight line with it. And this is the reason why I started buying them, is because I really wanted to be able to tight line. And these, because you don't have to sharpen them. I mean, you can if you want to, but because they're mechanical, it's so much easier to use for your waterline without poking your eye. So I give like a few passes, and I sometimes come back and repeat the process just to really saturate the color. But now, before doing that, I'm just going to start doing the top eye line. And what I like to do is that I like to start the middle of my eye, and I like to just nestle first the color between the eyelashes, really to enhance that eyelash line, to really frame the eye as well. So I go really close to the eyelash, going to start dragging it out to do my wing. It doesn't have to be too perfect, because when I correct, when I do the cleanup, it's gonna be perfected. I'm not covering the camera. And yeah, this is what I do. I just bring it out. And I'm not gonna bring it all the way into the inner corner. I'm just gonna keep it this side. Also just pull it up with my finger, but as I said, I'm going to probably clean it up and then I will be able to sharpen it. So now I am gonna take a sort of like a wing, this is a wing liner brush, and I'm gonna tap into the dark brown of this palette, and I'm going to set that pencil in place. Now, I didn't do this, this is not supposed to be like a very sharp eyeliner, and it's almost like a bit smoky in this part of the eye, and that's fine. Because I don't want it to be too precise. I just want it to be almost like a smoky eye there. But I'm going to set that pencil. You don't really need to if you don't want to, but I like doing that just for extra longevity, making sure that it just stays in place, but also it intensifies a little bit better that wing liner. So, and that's how it's looking. Obviously, like I said, it's looking a little bit messy, but after we clean up, it's gonna look better. I'm just gonna take that smudger brush and I'm just gonna go over the top edges of this, and I'm just gonna smudge a little bit on the top, so it's just not like such a sharp wing liner at the upper part. Just going over very gently, soften that eyeliner. And now for the cleanup. I don't have a Chanel product for that, but I'm gonna use this product from By Terry, which is a primer. Actually, this is what I have on. I already have this on my face. It's not from Chanel because I don't own any creams from Chanel. Although I would love to try some of their things. It's when it comes to skincare, I'm a bit like, kind of prefer things that are not that expensive. I think you don't need to invest too much for effective skincare. But anyway, they also have primers, which I would actually like to try some of their primers. But at the moment, this is what I have. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this because it's like a really nice, very creamy and hydrating product. I really like to take that. I'm going to take it. I already applied some under my eyes, but it's okay to apply a little extra to prepare that area as well. And I'm just going to take whatever's left and put it around my face. And that's going to further prepare my skin for the foundation. But yeah, actually Chanel has like a new sort of primer that has SPF but also has like this shimmer. I think I would like to try that. So I'm gonna take my Q-tip and I'm gonna clean up the eyes and I'm gonna sharpen the wing. So just taking a little fallout here and I'm just pulling it out, cleaning and sharpening that wing liner. Look how easy that is. It really helps the makeup, you know, process a lot when doing this technique. Before we continue, I'm gonna move on with the base. And for the base, I have this foundation, which is from the Chanel #1 range. It is a range that I think it's more infused with skincare ingredients and things like that, and this has to be one of my favorite foundations that I've tried in the past 2 years. Really, I really like this foundation. I've been trying out about 6 to 7 foundations in the past year, and I think this is my favorite one. What I really like about it is that it just goes on your face. It looks like your skin, but a lot better. It has a very natural finish, but still with enough coverage. And the best part of it is that as the day goes by, it just wears so nicely. It just integrates with your skin and it makes your skin look better throughout the day, which I think is so important. So yeah, let's use this one. It's beautiful foundation. I'm gonna shake it up. It is really the most beautiful foundation that I've tried in the past. And one pump, I'm gonna start with one pump and I'm gonna take it with a brush. Let me take a brush. I'm going to take it with a brush. I'm going to start by doing half of my face so you can see what it looks like. And my color is B20 in Chanel, most of Chanel's foundations. Some of the ranges, the colors may vary, but this one is like perfect match for my skin. And it's so beautiful. The coverage is really nice and it just looks like skin, but better, but you know, just perfect skin. Actually just perfects the skin so much. And it also doesn't have like an overly dewy finish. It's more like just a natural radiant finish. So this is how it looks. This is the side with the foundation and this is without the foundation. You can definitely see how much better it looks. It looks much better here. There's another pump for the other side, just a little bit. The pump, this is a really nice pump because it dispenses not too much at once, and you really don't need, you can get away with using just one pump, but for some reason I ended up using a little bit more on the other side. But yeah, you can use one pump is enough, but if you want a little bit more coverage, definitely you can use more and build coverage. It's a beautiful, beautiful foundation. I really like it, and like I said, it's one of my favorites. So I'm just buffing this into the rest of my skin. I'm telling you, it just meshes with the skin. It's like usually with a lot of foundations, especially if they're full coverage, you can see that you have foundation. But this one, it's like I could tell people that I'm not wearing anything and maybe they'll believe me, because you can't perceive the foundation. It's just meshes with the skin like incredibly well. All right, let's move on with the concealer. And I've already showed you the concealer that I'm going to be using, which is Le Correcteur de Chanel. And again, this is in the color B20. And like I said, the foundation, I used the color B20 and I decided to buy the same color of the concealer. However, I think I can use the B10 and B30. So this concealer, I have to say, it's very creamy. Very creamy. It's almost like a mousse texture. It is really lovely. I really am enjoying it. I don't know if it's my absolute favorite. I think concealers are a very complicated subject, but I am really enjoying it. The thing is that I feel like it's a little bit light. So in the summer, I don't know if I'll be able to use it if I'm using a self tanner, but otherwise, so far, I've been really enjoying it. I like the creamy texture of it. It's very hydrating, very moisturizing as well. And I'm just going to place a little bit, because actually a little bit of this goes a long way. It has a lot of pigment, this concealer. And I'm just going to place it in those usual places that I like to use my concealer. But you will see, it just like goes a long way. That's what I was trying to say, that it goes a long way. It's got a lot of pigment, but also the texture is very, very good. I really like it. I take a concealer brush and I'm going to blend under my eyes. I'm very complicated when it comes to concealers because my under eyes are very dry and dehydrated. So I'm very fuzzy when it comes to concealers. But this one is not too bad. I have been really, really enjoying it. Like I said, it has like a really good pigment. I would say it's got medium coverage, if you could call that, on a concealer, medium to full coverage. This tone really helps to brighten as well, because it has like a little bit of a pinky undertone, pinky or peachy undertone. So it helps to give a lot of light under the eyes. But you definitely need to make sure you are setting it carefully so that it doesn't look cakey under the eyes. I think that's with all concealers. You don't want to add too much powder, but enough powder, but you also want to make sure you're prepping your under eyes really well. And that's one thing that I do is, like you saw, I used the primer all the way under my eyes, and this is a great primer for under the eyes because it's very hydrating, very moisturizing, and it really helps for the concealer to apply seamlessly under the eyes. So I just continue to blend that, tapping. I usually like to use a sponge for this step, or I use a brush first and then I can go over with the sponge if I feel like I need to blend that further in the skin, with the skin. It seems like I have to mention something. I've been using this concealer, but I've been using it with other foundations. But now that I'm using it together finally with this foundation, it's actually like, it's like they work really well together. I don't know if this happens to you guys, but I tend to have like one side of my face tends to be sort of drier than the other, which is kind of weird. Don't know why, but that's that. Just gonna take a it's like not very damp blender, and I'm just gonna go over everything just to kind of like make sure that it's meshing really well with the skin. Sometimes I also like to use maybe my fingers. This is, I mean, I don't really have to do too much. It's blended really, really well. Maybe I'll do a little close-up so you can see how it's looking so far. Now I want to move on with one of the most famous, most well-known classic products, makeup products from Chanel, which is the bronzing cream, or better said, it's called Le Beige Crème Belle. It used to be called, yeah, no, it's still here. The name is Soleil Tan Bronze de Chanel. It's called in English Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream. This is the most classic product from Chanel. I think that just has made, you know, Chanel be on the spotlight for one of the best brands of makeup. And this product, you know, when it came out, there was no other brand that had anything like it. And now there's so many brands who try to do something similar. But I think that this one is just the best. To be honest, I haven't tried many others, but I really enjoy this one. So it kind of like makes me feel like, do I really want to go and try another one? I have tried on my hands some others, but I like this one, and I'll tell you why. Because it's very lightweight. It's very easy to blend. It's not like creamy and greasy like I felt some other brands, and also it's not totally matte. And you can see I'm almost done, so I'm starting to get desperate. I need to buy another one. Like I was saying, the reason why I like this product is because it really just, it blends with the skin seamlessly. It's so easy to blend, and it feels very lightweight, and it's not completely matte, which makes the skin look very nice, gives this nice luminosity to the skin. And it's just like such a good color. At least this one is a very good color for me. It works so well, even during the summer. It just works so well. So as you see, I am putting it in the usual places where I put my bronzer, which is sort of like in my cheekbones. I try to put it quite high up, a little bit on the nose for that sort of tanned look. And I'm basically just tapping it so that I don't move the foundation, stir the foundation too much. And I bring it all the way up to sort of my ears here, try to connect everything, and a little bit in the forehead to sculpt a little bit, in the nose, and it's just such a classic product. I'm wearing white right now. It's not very good to put too much here because I might stain my clothes. But usually this is what I do with bronzer. I bring a little bit here under my chin, and that's just to help connect everything, to shade the face really nicely, to bring some life to the face. I mean, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. I really love this cream bronzer. It is really my favorite. It is really my favorite. I mean, like I said, there are other brands that I am actually tempted to try, but something about this, that it just works so well. There's no patchiness. It just blends into the skin so well. And the good thing about this product is that, for instance, you're on holiday, you don't want to really put on foundation and you want to put a little bit of bronzer just to kind of like enhance your tan. You can use this on top on bare skin, and it will mesh really well. And not all products do that. Some products just look really weird if they're not on top of a foundation. If they are straight on your face, they may look a little bit muddy or just not sit very well. And this sits really well on bare skin, but also on your foundation. That's why I really, really love it. Okay, let's move on to blush. And I have actually 3 blushes from Chanel. Let me show you the ones I have, and then I'll choose which to use. So the first one is this one, which is the balm, the lip and cheek balm. I love this product. So I have this one, has more than a year now. It's almost done. It's such a beautiful color. This one is called, what is this color called? I can't remember. Wake Me Up Pink. And it's a beautiful kind of like corally but peachy color. Is so beautiful, and these are so nice because you can use them on the lips, and they have this balmy texture that is not overly sticky. It's almost like a balmy stain without being too much of a stain that, you know, looks like you can't get it off. It is really, really nice, and you can wear them on the lips, and you can wear them as your blush. I really love them. As you can see, I've used this one a lot, and I have actually another one that I got this year in another color, which I don't know, I think it's a new color that they have. I'm literally just opening the box here, and this one is called Lively Rosewood. And don't worry, I'm gonna list all the products down below. I may have to share a link with you that you can go and see all the other links, because I'm not able to link all the products properly anymore. So but look into my description box for details about the products, and I'll try and give you a link where you can go and find all the products in one place that I'm using right now. So this one is called Lively Rosewood, and look how beautiful that color is. I've already digged into that. I'm gonna take a little brush here. I'm going to show you. You can see next to the other. Oh, that's such a beautiful color, and you can use them on the lips as well. I'm going to apply a little bit. I mean, look at that color. This is such a beautiful color. Wow. Did you see that? It looks so pretty. Sorry if I don't look properly into the camera. I'm still getting used to seeing the monitor and looking into the camera. But look at that. Oh my gosh. I tried it the other day, but look at that. Instantly made my lips look better. Like a little bit of color, and it's like moisturizing. Very comfortable, but lightweight. Obviously, you can pile it up more. This one is so beautiful. I absolutely love this product. And there's a lot of products coming out like in this similar style, like cream blushes, balm blushes. I really like these ones from Chanel. I'm a little bit loyal to them. Really like their products. But I'm going to show you another blush that I have, and this is a powder blush from Chanel, and this is such a beautiful one. I love this color, especially for the summer. And this one is the powder blush from Chanel, and it's called Reflex. The color is such a beautiful color, so it's more like a peachy color, and I really like this one. Hope you can see that. I really like this color on top of the other blush, the Wake Me Up Pink. This is obviously not as pigmented as the balms, but it's so beautiful. I don't know if the camera is picking up, but it has like these golden reflexes, and I like pairing this one with this blush in the summer. Okay, as I said, I'm going to use this one, which is the Lively Rosewood. Such a beautiful color, such a beautiful color. So I kind of don't like going with a big brush straight into the product, and what I like to do is kind of like scoop a little bit out and put it behind my hand, right? I'm going to try and scoop this, a good amount. I think that's about enough. And then I will take my blush brush, and I'm going to sort of blend it into the brush first, and then I will apply it in the highest points of my face again. Oh, look how pretty that is. You can also use your fingers to blend it in. They're so easy to blend. That's the other thing about these blushes. They're so easy to blend. And in the summer, I really like it, like taking it with you to the beach, because if you're in the beach and you're staying really long, but you want to kind of like put something on your bare skin, you can put a little bit of blush, put a little bit on your lips, and you're like good to go. But I mean, look at that. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. It's such a pretty color. I know I have got a lot of blush on, but I'm not too worried. It's very pigmented, you see? It's very pigmented. It's so beautiful. And I like to put my blush quite high, almost like under the eyes. And look at that. It's just too pretty. It's very pretty. I really love this product. Next, let's apply a highlighter. And this is from Chanel. It's not a new product. It's called Le Beige Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid. And this is something that you can use almost like a primer, so underneath your foundation, but you can also mix it in the foundation if you want your foundation to be a little bit more radiant, more luminous, or you can use it alone on top as your highlighter. And I really love this product because it is such a delicate highlighter. It has these gold particles that actually mesh with your skin, and it doesn't look like you have like gold shimmer or anything. It just kind of just blends in with your skin, and it gives the most beautiful radiance to the skin. You see, the way I like to use this product is I like taking it with a sponge. So I've put it there on top of the blush on purpose, because that way I can like just tap it. So hopefully you'll be able to see. Hopefully you'll be able to see. It's very, very delicate. It's very delicate. So it's not shimmery at all. I like applying it with a sponge. A little bit on the bridge of my nose and a little bit here. I can just take a little bit. So it is very, very subtle. Look at that radiance. So now let's set the makeup in place, and let's take again my Chanel Natural Finish Loose Powder, that's the word, in the color 20. And I'm going to set my makeup with this. It also comes with a nice big puff. I can also use this, and I'm just going to make sure that the concealer hasn't settled into my creases under my eyes. I'm just tapping with my fingers. I find that the warmth of my fingers helps to kind of like melt the product into place. And I'm going to take a little bit of my powder, and I'm going to make sure that I remove the excess, and I'm just going to use a little bit of powder, because I don't like too much powder there, because that's when it starts looking cakey. So just a little bit. And then I'm gonna do my T-zone, and I love this powder. You just need to make sure you use it the right way. You need to tap the excess, and then it's so beautiful, it's so natural, and it can be very imperceptible on the skin if you use it like I'm using it, very sparingly. It can be very imperceptible, and it also can just, like, you know, see, blur the pores immediately using a little bit of this powder. I'm gonna use also a little bit on the T-zone. But that's the trick with this powder. This is a very, very good powder, but you need to make sure you're tapping the excess, and that's why it's gonna last you forever, because you need to tap the excess, and that's really going to be the secret to getting that smooth effect, but without looking like you have too much powder in your face. So it comes with a little powder puff. I'm gonna grab a little bit of the powder with the puff and make sure that I am meshing it in the powder puff, and I'm just gonna go over what I already set, just to make sure that it is just kind of like set in place. And of course, I don't like to apply all over the face, because I like to maintain the radiance of my face in the edges. I just like to mattify the center of my face, also to give that blurring effect of the pores, and so that everything looks a little bit more smoother. Oh, another product that I want to show you for complexion from Chanel is their highlighting powders. They are stunning. They're beautiful. Look at this, and I've obviously used it a lot. And this is called, it's called highlighting powder, and this is in the color 30 Rose Gold. And look how beautiful that is. It's a bit messy because I use it a lot. Let me just show a little close up, and I'm going to show you on my finger. Look how pretty that is. It's stunning. It's stunning. It has a most beautiful shimmer. You can also use this as an eyeshadow, like a very natural eyeshadow if you want. It's so beautiful. I love this one, and I'm going to use this to top up my highlighter. Just going to apply it straight with this. Find that this is actually not too bad to apply the highlighter, and I'm going to apply it a little bit like this, almost like a V. And look at that, it has like this golden radiance. Absolutely stunning. A little bit bridge of my nose, and a little bit my cupid's bow. Beautiful, beautiful highlighter. It's very delicate. It's not too shimmery. It's just very, very beautiful. I love this one. So I'm going to take the brown pencil. I'm going to go back with my brown pencil, and I'm going to just drag it across my lower eyelashes, very close to it, just to thicken them and to frame the eye a little better, just like so. And this is also a beautiful color, and it doesn't look too harsh on the eyes as opposed to when you use black. So this is quite a nice color to do it underneath your eyes. So I'm just going to take now that brush that I used earlier with the golden color, and I'm going to just blend the eye pencil with that lighter color. I'm using the sort of darkest of the golds, and I'm running it in the lower lash so that we can bring that eye look together, sort of hugging both colors on the top with the bottom, and really bringing those colors all together so that the eyeshadow look looks very cohesive. And now that I'm doing this, I realized that I did not use the lightest gold. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use the light gold, and I also haven't used the white. We're going to use the white one as well. I'm going to take the lightest gold, and I'm going to place it in this middle, right in the middle of the eyes, almost to give like a hollow effect. Do the other eye. Oh, that's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. This is such a nice evening look. It's so classic and beautiful. This looks like you're wearing metals on your eyes. And I'm going to take the white color and I'm going to use that to highlight the inner corner. Just like so. So I don't have a Chanel eyelash color, but the one I'm using is from Laura Mercier. They do have an eyelash color if you would like to try it. I don't feel the need of buying that because I have this one. I like to give my eyelashes a good curl before applying mascara. So I have two mascaras from Chanel. One that is basically finished, which is this one. This one is called Les Inimitables. It's called Inimitable, and it's a very nice mascara. It has this kind of wand. Maybe you can see that. It has this kind of wand. It's a small one, and I have to say I've been really enjoying it. I don't know if it's my favorite one, but it's a very nice one. It really does kind of like lengthen and separate them very well, so it's more of a lengthening and separating mascara. It's a very nice one though, but it's basically, I think it's dried out, so we're going to open up a new one. And this is my favorite mascara from Chanel, Le Volume de Chanel, and this is the waterproof version. It's the first time I'm trying the waterproof version, I think, and it's just stunning. It's just stunning. And let's try it and show you. So the wand is completely different from the other one that was much thinner. This one's a bit thicker, but it's not, doesn't have like these long fibers either. It's got a very peculiar wand, I find. It's very good for people who really want to look like they have more eyelashes because it really thickens them a lot. It gives a lot of volume. So let's go ahead and apply this one in one eye so you can see how it looks. I usually apply my mascara only at the top lashes. I usually avoid the bottom lashes because I tend to they tend to smudge on me, and I also prefer not to because I like the look of just mascara on my upper lashes. Because it's a waterproof version, it's a little bit drier than the non-waterproof version, which might be not so good in the sense that it might make it dry out faster maybe. But you can see there with mascara and with no mascara. Let's do the other eye. So this is my eyelashes. I think they look beautiful with this mascara. It's a very good mascara. I really like it. Now let's finish this look moving on to the lips. For the lips, I actually have two lip liners that I want to share with you. I actually have three, but the third one is, I don't know where it is. But these two colors are stunning. One is in the color Pivot. So they're, first of all, they're called Longwear Lip Pencil. And this is the color Pivot. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, nice, like nudie rose color. I don't know if you can say that, nudie rose color. And then this one is a very popular one, and I know why. It's such a beautiful nude brown color, and it's called Nude Brun or Nude Brun. Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful color. I think I'm going to use that one today. I'm going to show you quickly the lipsticks that I have from Chanel. So I have two of these. These are the Rouge Allure Velvet. And the first color that I'm going to show you is one of my oldest lipsticks from Chanel. And the packaging is just so beautiful. And this one is a beautiful red. It's almost like a summery red. It's very, very pretty. I'm going to put a little bit here so you can see. And I've done a video using this color a really long time ago. But let me know. I can show you. I can do more videos using this color. And then this one I used recently as well in my 90s makeup video. There we go. Not very good at doing swatches. This is a beautiful, beautiful nude color. Oh, I love this color. And this one will pair very well with that lip liner Brun Nude. And either of those lip liners will pair really well with my other lipstick from Chanel, which is one of my most popular watched shorts on lipsticks, is this, which is the line Rouge Coco Flash. So it's more like a balm lipstick. It's very sheer. It almost looks like nothing on my hand, but when you put it on, oh, it's so beautiful. And this one, I could pair it with either of these lip liners that will look really beautiful. But today I'm going to do something different because I have used this already before, but it's beautiful. This is in the color Boy, by the way. But today I'm going to use this lip gloss. I'm going to show you. This is beautiful. This is called Rouge Coco gloss in the color, I think it's called Mountain Honey. It doesn't say down here. And let me see, where can I put that? Not there. I'm gonna put that here. Oh, wow, look at that. It's a beautiful gloss. So I'm gonna use that, just that alone. So I think it's gonna look really well with this look. So first of all, I'm gonna start by applying my lip liner. This is the lip liner in Nude Brune. Beautiful color. It's always out of stock, so whenever you find it and if you like this color, it's so beautiful. And I think the reason why I like this lip liner is because it's not totally brown. It's not a warm brown. It's actually a very nude, like very wearable brown. So yeah, I started lining my lower lip, just following my natural lip line. And then on the top, I will overline just in the Cupid's bow a little bit. This is what's going to lift the lip and make it look a little bit fuller and youthful as well. And then I follow the natural lip line on my lips. And now I'm gonna apply the lip gloss, which is beautiful. This is like a very particular, I haven't seen any glosses that have this kind of color. It's one that is just like one that you want to wear alone or as a topper. Oh, look at that. But it's very nice because it's not like really thick, but it's still very nice and comfortable on the lips. And it gives the most beautiful glow. I love it. Alright, so that is the final makeup look using only Chanel products. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I just want to give you final thoughts of the brand. So I'm gonna be totally real with you. The reality is that all these products, you pay a lot of money for the brand, you pay a lot of money for the packaging because it has very luxurious packaging. You pay a lot of money for those things. And the quality of the products, I have to say, yes, they are very good. For me, the vast majority of the products that I have are extremely nice. That you can achieve a really nice makeup look using cheaper products, absolutely. You can achieve a very good, very nice makeup, amazing makeup, better said, with cheaper products. However, this is a brand that is for people who kind of like want that experience of using a luxury product because it brings them joy and they can afford to buy it. You know, I can't really always afford to buy these things, but you know, I make the effort because it's my treat. Instead of spending money on other things, I prefer to spend my money on, you know, a piece of makeup that, you know, it's a luxury item. When I open it and I start using it, it's the whole experience for me. That's why for me, there are things that I don't care spending too much money on, but then there are things that for me, it makes sense. And for me, it is good value. For me, it is absolutely worth it. The other thing that I wanted to point out about Chanel makeup is that yes, it is not for everyone. If you're somebody that wants really high impact pigment, definitely it's not going to be a brand for you. Chanel is a brand that is more focused on very lightweight pigments that are a little bit sheer, that make more of a natural effect. So that's why it is not for everyone. If you like that effect, which I actually do like, I really like it because products that are sheer, they can be easier to use and therefore it's less likely for you to make mistakes. Or if you make a mistake, you know, you don't really notice it because it's so sheer and easy to work with. It's really hard to make a mistake with any of these products from Chanel because they're just so easy to use. And that's exactly what I wanted to note. For me, this brand is absolutely worth it. I know it's a bit expensive, but as a treat, this has been years for me of collecting and treating myself with these products, and I absolutely enjoy using them. They bring me so much joy when I use them, and I have to say this makeup look just looks stunning. So that's what I wanted to say. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you if you watched all the way to the end. It truly means the world to me to keep me company. I really appreciate it. So let me know if you enjoyed this look. Let me know if there's any product that you already have, you already own, and you enjoy as well, or if there's any product that you saw throughout the video that you are thinking of trying out. Let me know down in the comments. I would love to know your thoughts and yeah, just so that we can start chatting a little more. Anyway, that was everything that I wanted to share with you about this makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it again, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!